Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today in this video, I want to talk about the love and support that Mumen received on social media after Frank and her had that interaction on the segment of the Ready to Love reunion, honey. I also want to talk about the Brown Girl Squad that was allegedly a group created by some of the women of Ready to Love.
If not, I want to join. No, you can join the Brown Girl Squad. First of all, let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to talk about colorism next week. My mom is the darkest of the darkest, and my dad is the lightest of the lightest. All right? I have siblings that are lighter than me. I have siblings that are darker than me. I have family members that are lighter than me, and I have family members that are darker than me. First of all, let's just talk about it. There was no exclusion in this group. The Brown Girl Squad was called a Brown Girl Squad simply because I was like, hey, Brown Girl Squad. And literally, it was in jest. It was for fun. It was in light of everything that was going on. We had a connection. Me and the girls that I was connected to had a connection. And we just all were highly melanated. It was not, F the other people. When in reality, we connected because, one, of proximity, right? Because every time I did an interview, Mumen and Kamil were there. In the hotel waiting to do their interview. So we literally were able to just connect. But then also because we took a photo. The photo was bomb. We were like, come on, melanin. And I was like, come on, Brown Girl Gang. And they were like, Brown Girl Gang sounds negative. Let's say squad. We were like literally go back and forth like, okay, squad. But whatever the case may be, Brown Girl Squad never interfered with what was going on with the process. It never interfered with who was connecting with who. It never interfered with anything about Ready to Love. It only celebrated me, Mumen, Kamil loving each other. And for it to be twisted and for it to be like portrayed as something negative, it's sad. And that's really all I have to say about it. It's just like we were loving on each other, and now it's made to be us hating on other people, and it's like that's not what it was at all. I was honestly, I remember I had a conversation with Tasia. I was like, cause me and Tasia never really spoke, but she would always say like super witty things, and she reminded me of my sister, my youngest sister, who isn't a light-skinned woman. She's a dark-skinned woman, but she reminded me of my sister with her comebacks. And I was like, Tasia, like, you my type of girl, like I like you. Like I like we're different in how we approach things. We're different in how we respond to things. But I like the way that you move. And I was like, I want to talk to you more. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that because of other things that have gotten involved. But my whole thing is like, it's never been about you. It's literally who likes who. Like, I like you, you like me, we're gonna have a family. If not, then okay, it's fine. And for me, if I don't like you, you don't like me, I'm not about to sit here and hate on you. It's just gonna be like, okay, well, we're just not here to be friends with each other. And that's what it is. How can they say y'all were accusing them when Aisha is literally the same complexion? Listen, me and Aisha are both NC50. Mac NC50, go look at it. So it is what it is. It was just literally oil and water. Aisha and I did not get along during the process. She felt she had a different POV for me, and that's just where we were at. It was no bad for me. It was no bad blood. It was just like, okay, so clearly we're just not going to be friends. And for me, I'm okay with just not being friends with somebody. I don't have to do all that extra to try to make them look bad or whatever. I don't understand why Brown Girl Squad was so offensive to other brown girls. I'm not really sure either, but I can see why people felt a way watching the show, because they definitely made it look like we were out to like attack people and do all sorts of nasty things to people, and that wasn't the case. But it is what it is. Sadly, you know, it can't be a thing that's celebrated, and for me, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that be a bump in the road, nor a blockage of me celebrating my complexion. I'm not even like the darkest of the darkest, so I know when some people look at this, and it's sad because it's like when like super melanated women look at this, they're like, girl, you ain't even like the darkest of the darkest. I'm like, I'm not. I know the struggle that super dark women go through, and I'm not about to sit here and be like, I can attest to it, because I can't. So it's sad that, you know, brown skinned women can't be celebrated. It's sad that all of a sudden we're excluding people when that's not the case. And at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to celebrate. I'm going to continue to acknowledge, like, I'm going to continue to support the brands, the cosmetic brands that literally have foundation for those complexions, for the darker complexions, because that's a new thing. And I'm in the beauty industry, so I know it's a new thing. It's hard to find.
I'm going to take this situation and I'm going to grow from it, and I'm going to make this lemon into some bomb ass country Georgia lemonade, maybe even an Arnold Palmer, and I'm just gonna move forward. So that was Zadia speaking her truth on the Brown Girl Squad comment, and Kamil actually followed up by posting some of these messages on her IG page from fans. Now, one fan wrote Kamil and said, Aisha, Sabrina, and them are all hating and being very aggressive. You and Zadia are really showing your maturity and holding it together. They're making me mad. I really liked in the beginning when Cornelius said something like, you ready? You know they're going to bring it. I'm so proud of the Brown Girl Squad. And did anybody say anything when Beyonce and Blue Ivy's song came out, Brown Skin Girl? The answer is no. Another person wrote to Kamil and said, wow, Kamil, these so-called girls are bothered by you and Zadia, and everything they tried to say you were is what they actually showed themselves to be. Aisha is so jealous of y'all. Wow. Oh, and the host was rude to you as well. Unprofessional. And one last post she made to her IG from a fan of the show, it reads, however, I'm grateful the reunion revealed the real person, Aisha, has a problem with you. She's upset because of your charisma. She wanted to be the head girl since you and Zadia aren't gonna just follow suit like Sabrina and Sydney. That makes y'all the problem. Also, I really dislike how Sabrina and them tried that reverse colorism card. First off, it was clear that the Brown Girl Squad is inclusive of all shades of brown. Secondly, light-skinned women cannot and should not feel offended when darker complex women say things that empower them. They just wanted a reason not to like y'all, and they got what they wanted. Oh well. Kamil does respond to the comments and says, so many of messages of support and love. I appreciate you all, even the haters that didn't read the post of me taking accountability. The scene where Zadia was called a biche was actually edited to be much milder compared to what really happened, but you all got a small glimpse. A very similar situation occurred during the last deliberation, but was cut. So that was that on the whole Brown Girl Squad situation. Mumen hasn't actually spoken out about that situation, but that was the response from Kamil and Zadia. But let's shift gears a little bit and talk about Mumen's response to Frank after he tried to fake cry honey and hold her hand like he wasn't the bad guy here. So Mumen responded by saying this, I want to publicly thank each and every one of you for your continuous support throughout this journey. Yesterday, you all witnessed part one of the reunion, and that actually filmed a few months ago. Please note that I have no hate in my heart towards Frank. The emotions I expressed was very real, but they were about the way in which he decided to handle things during the reunion, not about things not working out between us. I was fine with the conversation initially, but things went left when instead of being honest, he made it seem like it wasn't an issue on my part. this was not okay with me. And so I addressed it. I know what I deserve, and I know that's not it. I don't think he is a bad guy. He's just not the guy for me. So before I wrap this video, here are my thoughts. I never thought the Brown Girl Squad excluded anyone from the Ready to Love DC cast, honey. But that's the narrative that the show is putting out there. No one gets on the show with the intent to make friends with other ladies, but 9 times out of 10, the way how this show is set up, most likely we're going to see some friendships that are going to be made, whether it's with men or with women. And it has happened time after time again from every season of Ready to Love. And so all of this back and forth, Brown Girl Squad, I wasn't included in the Brown Girl Squad. This is so high school to me. Most of these women are 30 plus, and some I believe are approaching 40. So at this age, honey, why be messy? I just don't understand. And it is uncool. And then I also want to say, because Zadia said that she did come off as the mean girl, is sometimes reality TV will give you a character. Like Zadia and Kamil came off as the mean girls, or they came out, cliquish like. But sometimes these shows will try to label you as the mean girl, or the fun girl, or the social girl, or the messy girl. It's just the way how reality TV is set up, y'all. And so, do I think that they intentionally meant something behind the Brown Girl comment? I don't. I think it was just something fun that they came up with because they were actually friends on the show, and they're still friends after the show. But those are my thoughts. Leave yours in the comment section of this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.